Dave, should I read the email that Mike sent me yesterday now, or should I wait till...
I don't know anything about this email.
You asked me to...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Son of a bitch.
I knew you'd be concerned about it.
Get my spare change together today.
It was absolutely fine. You did a good job. You laid out exactly what you want to do, what your dreams are, your hopes, your aspirations, everything for Erica.
Just a boy with a song in my heart.
Well, I guess we're going... Oh, Jesus. Okay, so I guess we're going to go... Because we taped this interview yesterday, I guess we jump all over the place. After the interview, we talked about a text I was getting from Erica Nardini during the interview. Is that right?
That's
correct.
Yeah. So it was just basically how was New York that. So nothing, Mike. I mean, obviously she asked about you frequently. But
I assume, yeah.
So we're trying to get Mike to be... You want to be an official employee of Barstool Sports, correct?
Yes.
Once again, for the second time.
Yep.
So he laid out... I said to Dave, this is a neutral observer, as neutral as we can have in this room.
Yes.
Mike wants to be an employee there. I am sort of ambivalent. So whatever happens, happens.
He's not really a crucial
I've been
part
the voice.
of the show.
I've been the voice against, frankly, behind the scenes, but that's okay. Keep showing up every day.
Yeah.
I said to Mike, because he's badgering me constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
such a pain in the ass. Twice in a month.
It's almost worse when it's like passive aggressive and meek. It is in a way almost worse. So
something happened yesterday that makes this necessary.
That's true. Would you like to announce that? What does it matter?
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, nothing official happened.
Well,
I have just been asked very politely to leave Entercom.
Who asked you to do this?
HR and the promotions department.
Oh, were you surprised? Was it because of this, or?
Yes.
Oh, you were told that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Conflict of interest.
Oh.
They said I have to choose Barstool Sports or Entercom.
I mean, listen to this, Barstool people. Erica Nardini. Oh, look what this man did. He turned down essentially $150 a week from Entercom. Are you concerned about your financially now?
Oh, no, that's not at all.
Do you have any other form of income other than
right now?
Disability?
No.
You have disability, right?
Yes.
What a catch, boy! I can't believe
if I'm not making any money.
The in-laws must be what a catch this guy is.
Right? Yeah, I can't imagine why they don't want to meet me.
Blind and unemployed. So, all right. So yeah, Mike sent me a sad text yesterday, just like, hey,
no, I didn't.
I'm happy to read it.
Go ahead.
Just let me see here.
Please.
I feel like our show just become like us all looking for our
text and emails.
Let me see here. I know most people.
Two blind men scrolling to their phones.
We will get to this interview in a second because it is crazy. Entercom has asked me to leave. Sad face emoji.
No.
Yes.
No,
yep. There it is. Yeah, there it is.
He's lying. He's lying. I'm happy to produce screenshots.
Any good news for me? And I said, really? Yep. And I said, Erica won the triples overall. And then I said this, Dave. What do you think of this?
Go on.
I said, you should actually put together a proposal. Everything you do and will do. That'll make it easier. And send it to you. Let me see it first. Yeah, I think having it on paper will look better.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I said, I sent them to you.
And he's good at that.
I'm certain you won't mock it.
He sent it to me, I thought he laid it out pretty well, honestly.
So let's do it. Let's go. Open that email
I gotta
up.
open my email here. Let me see here.
Take your time.
It's really just, Mike, am I missing, if I read this email, is there anything that's surprising or no?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, what will you bring to the table?
I said second voice on the show.
Well, okay. Sort of.
I didn't say co-host. I went out of my way to not say co-host.
Okay.
I said social media director.
Mm-hmm.
Gave myself a fancy
That's fine. That's fine.
I said host a show recap.
Yep.
Research and look for show ideas. Whatever else I said. I don't fully remember.
You're hired.
Well, am I selling you or am I?
I don't know. It's a good question. Well, aren't you? Well, I know. I've got you. Yeah, I want you to have that job. I do.
Hey, thanks.
What do you want me to do? I do.
Sweet of you.
Current responsibilities: second voice in the show, social media director. There you go.
As much as you want it. I know, Erica calls, and I'm sure she's like, anything else? And you're like, I can't think of anything.
Not really.
There's nothing comes to mind.
Responsibilities I'm willing to take on.
You told me to include that.
Okay. I didn't. You have to. Okay. Hosting my own separate podcast. Boy,
I would do if anyone wanted.
Wow. Barstool's dying for that content.
I'm sure they are.
You and MHB having a 50th conversation about how the world doesn't work that way anymore. Providing original social media content for both the show and Barstool.
Yeah.
Create show merchandise ideas.
Yep.
Love it.
Filter communication between producers, business, social media people, and Kirk Minihane.
I feel like you would want that.
Well, what would that role be, though?
Intermediary.
Is that Steve's job? Or Dave's job?
Whoa, wait a minute. What just happened?
If it is, I don't know.
Wasn't it, though? No.
I don't know.
Give me an example.
There's been a lot of ideas that
Are people going to hear this, AC, or no? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm hoping not, but we won't survive without it.
Nobody will
Sorry.
tweet us if they do. Go ahead.
There's been ideas that Steve or Dave pitched that you obviously wouldn't like. So I know that. I think I have a better grasp of what you would like and not like. So they can tell me, and I'll tell you what you need to do.
Let's stop jerking each other off here. What salary are we talking here? What are you willing to take?
Should I say that on air? I don't know. I don't know what's reasonable, really. I don't know, like...
Well, the great negotiators.
He wants $100,000.
I mean,
yes, 100,000.
Okay, you're not going to get that.
Okay.
So, good luck. Have a good life.
You drive a hard bargain.
Have a good life. Good luck. Well, I think you've made a very good case, and the people at Barstool, I hope, are listening. Sometimes I find, Mike, it's more effective to do it this way and get a reaction than go behind the scenes.
Right.
It'll
Hashtag
accelerate.
Hey Blind Mike is trending on Twitter.
Trending on Twitter, yes, it is. Right there with the cats.
5 people.
But there with the cats trailer, which I don't fucking care about. Leave me alone. Though I love the Top Gun trailer; it was awesome. Okay, that seems that but I've got your. I mean, I get your back on this.
So you say. I believe you.
Does that seem reasonable, Dave?
I think that's a fair request by Mike.
Okay, good.
Crucial part of the show.
No question. I agree. I actually do agree with that, and I have made that known to people.
I appreciate that.
I don't know if you've made that known to people.
I certainly have. People
buried him. You absolutely buried him on that AMA.
What are you, fucking Willie Colon? Am I supposed to say how awesome he is?
That'd be nice.
I mean,
you literally didn't you point out other names that you wanted to sit there instead
I didn't
of him?
hear that.
Did I do that?
I didn't hear that.
I may have.
I thought you mentioned a couple. Maybe
Well, sure. I mean, there are others I'd like, but this is what I'm stuck with.
You want Jim Murray?
No, the question was, Dave, if I could have anybody at the other station on the show at all. I said Jim Murray and maybe Zolak.
Oh well, we couldn't see the question because
what the fuck? Okay, sorry.
Because you're a producer.
I have nothing.
If you brought a guy like Mike with you,
he'd be all over that.
No, he would have said to you, repeat the question before you answer it.
But I didn't care. I just wanted to get through it.
Okay,
who gives a shit. Jesus.
Just point it out.
Awesome. Right. Fantastic. Yeah. Dave says something at the end of this podcast that's so fucking dumb even for him.
What did I say?
We're not going to... I just want people to experience
Oh, that's right. But it's more the middle of the podcast, right?
Oh, I guess. I'm not sure how this is going to work. So we're going to interview... Well, we're going to do Roman, then preview it, then do the interview, and then wrap up?
Yes.
All right, it's very confusing. It's a big day here.
Yeah.
It is a big day.
I think it's a big day. I'm still ambivalent, but I
got a personal text yesterday.
I saw you tweet that out. I figured that's what it was about. Subtle as always.
Yes.
Nothing gets by you. Jesus. How about the poll, by the way, that I saw? Who put the poll up? Who do you want as a producer?
KMS Quotes, I think.
I didn't see this poll.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the show account.
No, what poll?
You saw the poll.
I saw the fucking poll.
Who
I didn't react to the
producer
poll,
of the show, but pretty competitive.
Yeah, about more or less split.
55-45 is a decisive win. That's a win for Dave.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
How does that make you feel, Dave?
It's just another day. I'm just moving on.
Another day.
We got a big interview coming up. It's game time.
I'm going to read you a text from a nephew of mine.
Interesting.
First of all, he starts it perfectly. I know I shouldn't use this number, and I wouldn't contact you if it wasn't important.
That's a nephew?
Yes. That's
now, do you ever look and say, what kind of an asshole have I become?
I appreciate that. I actually swear to God, I have no idea why that was sent that way, because he interned at the show last summer. He's a great guy. I don't know. Maybe he's being a dick on purpose.
Okay, that is funny.
Next sentence. Please fire Steve and keep Dave. The intro and outro that he was proud of are trash. The audio is better now. He's not funny. It's a sin if you keep him and get rid of Dave.
He's a very literal nephew.
Yes, he takes a very... I guess he listens every day.
Yeah,
good for him.
Now,
he's in Virginia, another out-of-state listener.
Has this ruined Steve's honeymoon, do you think?
I don't know where Steve...
speculation?
When you say Steve, I forget who he is sometimes. That's not even a knock on Steve, but I feel like he's been gone for a month. How long has he been gone for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Couple weeks, but then there was the 4th of July before that.
Yeah. Is he back next week?
Probably the end of next week. I'm here
so you're
Friday.
in next week.
Yeah.
All right. And you're not going to miss it.
I'll deal with it when I deal with it. All right. Right now, I'm in the moment.
Okay, good.
Right now, I'm here for you two. Whatever you guys need.
Well, if you pull this off, it's quite a back-to-back coup, you have to say, Mike.
That would be impressive.
I mean, what other podcast in America is going to have guests like this back-to-back?
I know.
I mean, I don't know how good this other guest will be, but I will say this first guest did not disappoint.
No.
Let me just say that.
And then on Twitter, he was going at us.
He's good on Twitter. M.
Couple frat boys.
M.
I started signing my tweets like that. I thought it was...
Is it BM or M when you sign
Mine's
yours?
BM.
BM, that's totally
I want to separate
reasonable.
myself.
The best was how he copied his email and tweeted it. It was the exact email he sent to me.
The guy's a pro. What do you want? All right. Yeah. Roman, let's do Roman first. GetRoman.com. GetYourMan.com. $5 for your first month if you go to GetRoman.com. KMS.com/Kirk. You get a great deal on better sexual experience. And who doesn't want that? Heading into the weekend, right? Let's do it. Let's get it done. Have a nice weekend with your Romans. Why, they're going to send it to you in discreet packaging if you need that. No problem. I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm not in that business. It's great. It's clean, effective, safe. Swipe it on. Better sexual experience. Lasts longer for your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, orgy, swingers, whatever you want to do this weekend. God knows I don't get in your way. It's America, right? Que sera, sera, as they say. So GetRoman.com/Kirk. 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 $5 for your first month. Do that today.
I'm listening to Kirk Minihane's podcast.
Sports and show business.
Kirk Minihane, who is apparently a derelict of some kind.
That is Kirk Minihane. No one more controversial right now in the sports talk world.
That's what I'm talking about. Sports!
Kirk Minihane, what kind of thug are you?
Yes, well, he is white hot right now.
The head. I also want to say something about Kirk Minihane because I like him.
Kirk is like a sports genius who everyone hates.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, so we didn't know backstory. We just jumped into the interview, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that. We've talked about him a little bit. It's Malcolm LaVergne, right? Am I pronouncing his last name correctly?
Yes.
Okay. He's the attorney for OJ Simpson.
The Juice, as he calls it.
The Juice is. I like his avatar, like his Twitter avatar is Malcolm's running a marathon, or running a race. Yeah. You see that? He's like pointing to somebody. He's giving them like the hey, like the I like.
That's all of us. I like to think he's pointing to America.
Right. In his background is him and the Juice, just laughing, just having a good time, just laughing. So I first alerted you guys, I think, to him, right? I heard him on Kim Goldman's podcast.
I've heard of him before.
Okay, you went.
Like going back and forth with people on Twitter, but I'd never really heard him on like a podcast or anything.
Okay, great. I was there when he was born. Okay, we're done. I'm done.
Sorry, boss.
No problem.
You heard me first.
Yes. So I heard him with Kim Goldman. And we've talked about this podcast, Confronting OJ Simpson, which is a great podcast. I can't recommend it enough. If you're looking for something different, go find it. So she wanted to talk to him, and her producer, Nancy Glass, I think her name is, called and taped the phone conversation with Malcolm. And I was fascinated because I've never heard somebody who was frankly this big of an asshole in my life. I was in shock. This guy represents OJ and was shitting all over the Goldman family endlessly. It was almost like it was almost like it was a prank. I knew it wasn't, but it was crazy.
It was bizarre for someone to take that stance and be that, like, because there's not OJ is not going after the Goldmans. There's nothing, he got off. He won, I guess.
And I don't want to give away what he said about the Goldmans because he's about to say it again here. So, yeah. I mean, it's just madness. And I heard that and I was like, I have to have this guy on. I want to get in the mind of somebody who thinks like this, who says stuff like this. I knew, first of all, I knew I was going to hate him. I knew exactly what was going to happen happened exactly. And in retrospect, like I tried to be nice to him at first, and I was thinking about this morning, like, why did he even do that? Like, this guy he doesn't listen. He's the kind of guy he's this sort of guy. When he calls, like Cullinane, and Cullinane has his phone, he wants you to delete his phone right away. Like, he's one of those guys who thinks that you are going to.
He said that even. That was
you're making it seem like that didn't happen.
No, that's why I said it. I know that's why I said it. But that's good.
He's also a guy like you were trying to. Be affable and joke around with him. Hey, we're a couple runners. Like, kind of shoot the shit with him. And he's like, well, I'm sure you're not as professional as me. And he gets right into that.
I will say on his Twitter, his bio, it says his PR for his marathon. Mine's faster. It's fine. No big deal. I don't want to get
really?
I'd race him. We should do a 5K, him and I. Donate all the money to the Goldman family. Let's do it. I think so.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I'm sure he'd be totally reasonable in that negotiation process. He'd only ask for $40 million.
As reasonable as I was.
Yes. Yes. So I am always interested in people who I think, I don't know, are just lunatics. Like, it's just, because people, I like fighting with people like that. I like the idea that you can have this conversation. I like that. Like, he should be able to do it, but I'll be fascinated to hear the feedback for this, because I don't even know where to begin and end. We try and wrap it up after. I'm not. Just listen to it.
He thinks we sound foolish. Malcolm LaVergne says we sounded like.
But of course, he said the same thing to Kim Goldman in that conversation I talked to. He said the same thing to Nancy Glass. Right. It seems like everybody else is an amateur, except for Howard Stern, I guess, who he sort of likes and gets in the beginning. And I apologize for this. Gets in this horrible story about OJ and Like the idea that O.J. Simpson was this like vocal part of Viacom, like he was on the board, like making the case for Howard Stern's free speech is just like, how does he know that? Do you think? Like, I mean, like,
when Howard Stern was trashing O.J. Simpson, it was famously trashing.
Yeah,
O.J.
like
Simpson.
O.J.'s like this advocate, like he really cares that much for free. I mean, it's just so dumb. But anyway. So Malcolm LaVergne is coming up right here, and I don't, we recap after as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. If I describe the interview in a word, I would just say madness, insanity. Just a peek into the mind of a guy who, by the way, remember this, is representing O.J. Simpson, and who killed Ron Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. This guy represents this person. Just keep that in mind as you listen to this. Malcolm, let me start with some stuff we agree with before we dig into the stuff we disagree with. I'm with you on this. I grew up as a huge Howard Stern fan. For Howard Stern to this champion of free speech for decades to be telling somebody they should be deplatformed off Twitter, to me is insane, totally insane.
Well, let's talk about it rationally first. I don't think most people know this. It hasn't been made clear. Mr. Simpson posted a tweet yesterday after the Howard Stern show, and he said something. It's a little cryptic if you don't get it, but let me give you more detail about it.
He
talked about person.
Good.
He talked about person A, which was Howard Stern. Obviously, told person is basically saying person B should be banned from which is Simpson, of course, should be banned from a public platform.
Okay.
And then Mr. Simpson went on to say, years ago, person B was the one supporting person A's right to have that public platform. So let me give you some more detail about this.
Okay.
O.J. Simpson was on the board of directors of a company called Infinity Broadcasting, Infinity something, I don't know, some kind of Infinity. And that is the owner of a bunch of radio shows back in the 80s and 90s, radio broadcasts,
correct.
Of which Stern was their biggest client.
Correct. Infinity Broadcasting was Stern's. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, and I did some research on it. If you listen to Stern from some of his prior recordings, he kind of sounds like, well, OJ was just kind of like the token on it and the celebrity or token on it, and that was it. But that's not true. OJ was heavily involved in that, and OJ he went through with me in detail. It's OJ's story. If he wants to ever share it, he can do it, but I'll give you a summary. In detail, OJ was an active participant when Howard Stern was going through all those battles with the FCC and all these wacko groups that would try and get him off the air or earn money off of Howard Stern. OJ was an active participant, and he went in great detail with me over all the nonsense that was going on. And even though Howard Stern at the time, he always told jokes and stuff. I wasn't a Howard Stern listener back then.
Well, I would say, Malcolm, excuse me for just 1 second. I will say Stern, who I listen to all the time, during of course, one of his callers called in during the Bronco chase, but he was also very, very convinced that OJ murdered Ron and Nicole. Like very, very.
I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, okay.
We can talk about that later.
That's fine. Continue. Go ahead.
Talk about the free speech issue.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So OJ was on this board, and he was actively involved. I mean, he went through with me in great detail all the nonsense that was going through with Howard Stern. And even though Howard Stern was at the time, he made, racial jokes, this and that, fart jokes, whatever. I wasn't a listener at the time, but I mean, OJ was certainly someone who knew what was going on. And he actively supported the fight to keep Howard Stern on the air, to fight these FCC fines. He went through glaring detail with me. So that's why OJ finds it very, the epitome of the word irony, and, I don't know, my version of it would be hypocrisy, that Howard Stern would go on his platform, his very huge platform he has, and call for the ban of a private citizen, American citizen, OJ made in America, and call for his ban on a platform when OJ's done nothing wrong.
Right, Malcolm.
So that is a little bit that's hypocritical. That's the humor of the situation.
I agree. Yes, I agree. And that isolated part of that, I agree with you 100% that's nuts. I'd be curious, before we get into the other stuff, how much contact do you have with Simpson day in, day out? Like, what is the relationship like? Because you seem, I will say this before we get to the other stuff, you are very protective of your clients. So I'm curious, is it a friendship? Is it a frequent correspondence? Infrequent? How does it work?
Oh, no. It's nearly daily. Daily. It's multiple times a day. I know, obviously, with the last since June, when all this Goldman publicity tour and all this stuff started up again, it's been multiple times a day, every day. Let's go before that. Let's say this year and a half gap where not too much was going on. Then it would be more like, every few days we could call. he has to come into the office sometimes to deal with, some various legal things, some internal orders, whatever it is. He's got to come in the office to do paperwork. But it is, at this point, I would say it is still like 60, 70% attorney-client relationship, and at 30%, I do consider him a friend. Be mindful, though. I'm a lawyer that very well understands that you have to keep a certain professional relationship with a client. And this situation is unique, obviously. People think that I'm very protective of Simpson. Well, the situation is very unique. This is a guy who he has these judgments and stuff, but the attacks on him come more from social media, the regular media, and these publicity tours. So as a lawyer, I had to encrypt my mind and figure out, how do I deal with this situation that's very bizarre, unique, whatever it is. And it's been, and I figured out a way that I think has been highly effective. And if you see how some of his haters or these adversaries now deal with him, it has to be mindful of the fact that I had a platform before, which is not a very big platform, but a lot of media people follow me. So media would pick up on a lot of things I would say through my Twitter. And now that Simpson has his platform of, 870-something thousand people, Mr. Simpson can deal directly with any issues he has if he wants to. But as you can see from his Twitter page, it's been basically super positive, and he just offers his commentaries. He's done exactly what he said he's going to do on it. Fantasy football, which bores me to death. So that's fine.
Well, what I find, so you said you found your way to deal with it, and I got to say, as from an outsider's point of view, and I'm curious to hear yours. I listened to you on Kim Goldman's podcast. I listened to you when you called into the show in Las Vegas. You have taken, by any definition, an aggressive turn. You've called Kim Goldman a piece of shit. You've said she's disgusting. You've hurled lots of insults at her, and I don't really. And honestly, I'm open. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'm open to any reason from your end why you're doing that to somebody, whether you like them or not, who did. Whether you think OJ did it or not, I think he did. Maybe you don't. You didn't defend him in that, but her brother did get his head chopped off. He was murdered. So I wonder why you continue this sort of aggressive tone toward her.
Well, no, number one, he was killed. The murder was never established.
Well,
Someone
whatever.
Did go on drop a murder and
whatever.
He walked.
Okay,
well,
whatever.
It's a big. He
was found liable,
okay?
civilly liable for the murder. Correct.
But let's go back to your let's go back to your original point about these.
Okay, did you? Well, first of all, did you? Let's go one by one. To be fair to you, you called her a piece of shit in the Daily Mail. Correct.
I said POS, but yeah, that was on Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. Why would you do that?
Because she's a professional victim. I mean, that's it. She's a public figure. This is it. She's a public figure. She intentionally puts herself out there as a public figure. She goes on publicity tours, and all of it's on my client's name, and it creates problems, or it potentially creates problems. I won't say it creates actual problems. Sometimes it does, but it creates potential problems.
So you said that. So it's not actually. Which problems has it led to?
If she goes on TV and gets people worked up.
Well, if she goes on the TV and tells her
minding his own business,
and tells her story,
are you going to let me finish or not?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you.
That's right. That's fair. Go ahead.
All right. So, and that's it. And she's only doing it for money, for pure greed, pure profit, pure fame of her own. She has some kind of. She doesn't want to admit this, but she has some sick craving for fame, her own individual personal fame.
Based on what?
It's got nothing to do with her loss or anything like it. It's her own personal desire.
Malcolm, what are you basing that on, though?
It's based on her conduct over the last, certainly the last 15 years, but we can look over the whole last 25 years. Her public, she has a public relations guy. Her conduct with, most people don't know this. Simpson doesn't owe Kim Goldman a dime. He owes her nothing, but she goes around and parades around like he owes her money. He owes her nothing.
He owes the Goldman family nothing.
He owes her nothing.
He owes her dad $80 million.
The dad, the mom, they never want to deal with in the estate.
Right,
so
but
and that's a legal obligation, and he complies with all the turnover orders.
Malcolm, let me ask you.
But I'm justified in anything I say about her. So you're not going to shake me off.
You can say whatever you want, but I mean, you're calling her a piece of shit because she has a public relations person.
Well,
because she wants to be famous, which I'm not even sure is true. I mean, she runs a nonprofit. She has a podcast. Do you think she's made had a lot of fame and fortune? Do you think she'd like to trade that to have her brother alive, or no? Like, do you think that she's happy this happened because
that issue is not necessarily of importance at this moment in time. The issue is, what is she doing now? How is she doing it? And how does it affect my client? And does she have any real motivation behind it other than for her own fame and profit? And the answer is no, she doesn't.
Well, do you think she's making...
You heard yesterday where Howard dinged Oprah. Howard's always had some type of major beef with Oprah because she's obviously more famous, more successful. Wow. And he took another knock at her yesterday. And what did Oprah tell Kim Goldman over 10 years ago? All right, she told Kim Goldman the same thing I told her. All right. So
we told her what? I'm sorry.
I'm the only one who shares this opinion.
Well, I don't remember what Oprah told her, Malcolm. I'm sorry. What was that?
Oprah told her. I told both of them when they came. I told Kim Goldman and Fred Goldman when they came on the show that the ability or the need to move on from a situation.
Well, yeah,
that's it, and they've told her that. So,
well, this seems to be a big theme.
Yeah,
this seems to be a big theme in with the times I've heard you, is that she needs to move on and get over it. But I mean, you must understand why she's not doing that. I mean, she does want justice for her brother who was murdered, and nobody's ever been found guilty for it. I mean, you have to understand that, no?
Well, listen, I'm not sure if I subscribe to what Oprah is saying in a genuine way. I'm not particularly concerned if Kim Goldman she moves on in her own particular way or gets over it in her own particular way. My concern is, how does her conduct right now and what she's done over the last couple of years since Simpson got out of camp, or as most people know it, at prison, but how did he get out of camp? How does that affect my client, and what can I do to alleviate the situation?
Well, how does
I've been effective in doing it.
Well, how have you been effective by calling her a piece of shit and calling her like, how is she disgusting?
Her tactics.
Which way? What tactic? I don't understand. She goes on shows. She thinks your client killed her brother, so she goes on and talks about it. How? And by the way, most people think that happened. How is that disgusting?
Because she goes on and promotes stuff.
Promotes what? A podcast? What else?
You're asking questions. I'm telling you, she goes on and promotes podcasts, promotes her books. She goes on and seeks fame and seeks the profit. She's a professional victim.
So when OJ tries to do a reality show and try to do that thing, what's the difference?
When you go out as a public figure, I don't know if you know what the law is, but when she makes herself a public figure, then she can be commented on in a way that private citizens can't be.
Oh, of course you have a right to do that. I'm not disputing your right. I just don't know where she's disgusting and a piece of shit. To me, she seems like somebody who, you're right, she has a podcast, she's written books, people are curious about it. Why? Does that mean that everybody who promotes something is a piece of, in your definition, is disgusting and a piece of shit because they're promoting something?
Well, I mean, I guess we're just going to be in a circle here where we're going to be argumentative, and you want me to, I guess, say
I'm just asking.
But no, I said what I said about her, and then that's it. She's a professional victim, and that's it.
But, okay. I mean, I don't know. I have Mike with me as well. He's a co-host. I think he wants to ask you a question, Malcolm. Sorry, Malcolm. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, you said that she's just seeking fame and she's greedy and all this. You, in your Twitter bio, say that you're the Juice's lawyer, and before you came on, were begging us for Twitter followers. So isn't that kind of what you're doing too? It's like the same thing.
No, I wasn't begging you for Twitter followers.
Well, you want Twitter followers.
Before we went on the air, what I said is you should put my Twitter handle on, and you
Why is that?
It on if Barstool has 1.6 million. Make sure that that's.
But why do you want us? Why do you want us to do that, though, Malcolm?
Because if I'm going to come on and give you content, why?
Because you want notoriety. Kim Goldman's providing content. Yeah, it's something that affected her life.
So
what do you care if she talks about it?
Howard Stern made her.
She's a what? I'm sorry.
She's a bore. He thinks she's boring.
I've ever seen her on. She's a major bore.
Okay.
So what? People listen to her podcast. Who cares if she's boring?
Well, I have a right to comment on it.
But I guess
say who cares?
But it's a little hypocritical when you call yourself the Juice's lawyer to promote yourself. You're making money off of a guy that may have allegedly murdered people, and you're promoting that, and you're asking us to promote your Twitter. Isn't that greedy in the same sense?
Okay.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between you and Kim Goldman?
Your own comments about me. Yeah, you can have commentary about me, and I'll sit there and I don't know if you make.
But you don't even have an argument. So you don't even have an argument for that. I mean, criticizing Kim Goldman for
lick my wounds.
I guess my question, do you think Kim Goldman's a bad person?
I don't think she is an altruistic person. I don't think that
she works for nonprofits, though, right? I mean, Doesn't she work for?
Well, that's what she says. That's a cover. But you keep saying nonprofit.
Cover for what?
People who are nonprofits. That's the biggest scam going out there.
You represent OJ. How fucking moral are you?
The people, huh?
You represent
OJ. You have the right to legal representation. I mean, come on, guys. You guys are kind of looking bad right now if you don't understand that some people have the right to represent.
I agree. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
All right. So I represent a person who is a well-known public figure. He certainly, at one point in time, was the most notorious person on the planet, and I've got to deal with strategy. I have to come up with strategies to deal with some of this stuff that comes up against that. Against him that presents.
I guess my question is, Malcolm. So you have to do that, and you have your angle. But let's just say that. I
want to talk about this profit because you guys keep talking about this non-profit.
I don't care. Just give me 1 second.
You must have cared because you keep bringing it up.
We'll get back. I mentioned. Okay, we'll get to. But we'll get to. Hold on. Because
she's talking about. She doesn't even have a master's degree. Anyone who does that type of work has to have a specialized degree.
Okay.
They stuck her name on it. I'm sure she gets some kind of check for it. Why don't you? If you're so concerned about that non-profit that she works with, where she tries to make herself look like some kind of saint or some kind of good person, ask them for their tax returns and their financials and see what she gets paid and what she does.
It's just odd to me.
Most of her living off of Simpson.
It's odd to me that you hate her so much. Your voice drips with hatred for this woman. I don't
hate her at all. Let's go.
You called her a piece of shit.
Listen. Let me give you a correlation here. Okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me give you a correlation. These are facts. These are actual facts.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
This isn't something about you guys wanting to have a debate. Let me give you facts.
Sure, go ahead.
I started commenting on the Goldmans in 2017, right around the time they went and did their publicity tour. I'm sitting there with my career at stake, Mr. Simpson's liberty at stake, trying to get him out of camp, and they're on TV doing their publicity tour. So you know what? We get off and we start doing this thing with the Twitter and going on Twitter and TV. I went on TV too. They were on TV, so we were there. That went on in about 2017 and 2018. Well, the early 2018, maybe it didn't stop. And guess what? Nothing happened again. You won't see one tweet about me. At least I don't think you will, but I'm pretty sure. From the beginning of 2017 all the way through June of 2018, you heard nothing about me and Kim Goldman, the Goldmans, anything about it. I went about living my charm life. Mr. Simpson built his life here. He's a great life. Guess when all this started again? It started when these Goldman people came on TV again in last month and started with their publicity tour again. And now it started up again. And you know what? When they go away again, I'm going to go away again. It's not like it's going to stop. It's not like I'm going to stop protecting my client or working to protect his best interest. That's something you're never going to shake me off on.
I understand. I totally understand. Understand 100%.
And so they go away. Y'all go away. You'll see the Goldman stop talking, and guess what? Malcolm's going to stop talking, and I'm going to keep going and doing the things I want in my practice. You understand? This is a distraction for me. This is something that I hope ends soon, and so I can go on doing the things that I want to do with my professional life. Simpson can go on doing what he wants in his life. But it's the Goldmans that are driving this and starting this. And then everyone wants to come to me and act like I'm some kind of bad guy for representing Simpson. I'm doing the best.
I would say it's unusual tactic for a lawyer to call the person who his client may or may not have murdered her brother a piece of shit. But that's fine. Neither here nor.
It's strong language. I'll give it to you. It's strong language, but don't regret saying it. She got exactly the commentary that she deserved with her new little round of
deserve for what though? But Malcolm, for what? For promoting a podcast?
She's trying to profit off of misery. That's why that podcast is something that she's trying to make money off of.
So that makes her. I don't know why that makes her a piece of shit though. That's what I don't get.
That podcast work.
But why does that make her a piece of shit?
Get her on your show. Get her on your show and ask her how all the financing of that podcast works. And why she's in there.
I'm sure she's making money off it. It's great.
Between everything.
Right, she's making money off it. So what? How does that affect OJ?
Yeah,
how does that affect your client's life?
My client, she's doing it off my client's name and his expense, and that makes her a public figure.
But
and
I understand legally you could comment on it, but how does that affect OJ's day in and day out life? It doesn't matter.
Well, if you go around and try and get people worked up over my client, it could present a problem.
In what way?
I don't wait until a problem actually starts. Actually exists.
Okay.
I nip it in the bud.
Walk me through how this could.
That with these Goldman people.
Walk me through how this could happen to OJ. What's going to happen if she does this podcast?
If they go out and these are podcasts. They're not things. These are meant to be disseminated to everybody.
Correct.
Okay, just like this conversation is. So if everybody gets it, they go and get people worked up. It can create problems. All right.
What problems?
Well, listen. Listen. Let your audience figure it out.
No, give me an example.
There was a documentary series and a scripted series about the case. People know about it.
I mean, your fucking client wrote a book called "If I Did It."
Yeah, and it was bad judgment his part. Bad judgment. Out
of curiosity, Malcolm, when he wrote that book, he then went with Judith Regan on an interview and promoted it. Does that make your client a piece of shit?
It was bad judgment.
Does that make your client a piece of shit?
We went out last year. You guys should have maybe done your homework before you got.
I know you criticized him for it, but I'm asking you. I know you criticized him. I know you did. Go ahead. I know you did.
Okay. All right. So what? So why? So you think I'm just? You think I can? Not only can I be his advocate, I can be his critic. Too.
So I'm asking. So you think Kim Goldman's? You told me
Kim Goldman to try and be objective.
You told me Kim Goldman. Why would Kim Goldman be objective? She thinks OJ cut her fucking brother's head off. Why would she be objective?
Well, you don't even know the facts of the case. See, you guys are hacks. You guys are amateurs.
I don't know the facts of the case. I don't. You're correct. I don't know every fact of the case, but I do know that Kim Goldman thinks.
You told me before the show you're professionals and you know what you're doing, and you're kind of sounding like big hacks.
Okay, well, I just said I think Kim Goldman believes that OJ.
And come up with some decent.
I believe that Kim Goldman thinks that OJ killed her brother. Do you disagree with that assertion? I'm not going to talk about the facts of the case.
I'm sorry. Well, say the question. Say the question again.
Sure, I'll ask the question again. What I said was, all I said was I think Kim Goldman believes OJ killed her brother, and then you talked about how I don't know the facts of the case. I didn't lay out a single fact of the case. I just said Kim Goldman.
You said some very graphic things that absolutely don't.
A piece of shit. I think Kim Goldman believes it.
You want to go and keep talking about the LA thing? Go fine. I'll try and answer some of your questions.
I don't care about the LA case. What I'm saying is, why do you think?
Sound like an amateur.
You said that Kim Goldman's biased. Like, no shit. Don't you think she'd be biased?
I'm not. I didn't say she was biased. What I said is she should be objective.
Do you expect her to be objective?
Her whole focus is on fame and publicity and profit off of misery. And it's exactly the reason why Oprah told her to move on.
Okay.
And guess what? Oprah is much more famous and much more successful and much more popular than Howard Stern will ever be.
Okay, I don't.
All right, and she told Kim Goldman to move on 10 years ago. She told her that.
All right,
so you're going to dispute Oprah? You're going to go up against Oprah?
Sure, I'd love to have Oprah on.
Are you as successful as Oprah? I mean, maybe Oprah's figured some things out. You know, horrible things happened to Oprah when she was a kid. And you know what? Did she go and decide to become a victim? No, she came on and she went on to be one of the most successful people in the world. And I've been the victim of something. And guess what? You know, I've gone on to be pretty successful. And guess what? Neither me nor Oprah, my little teeny-weeny success and Oprah's mega success, none of it would have happened if we had gone on and continued to be victims and felt sorry for ourselves.
Well, I'd also say, Malcolm, okay, that's great, and I'm sorry you went through whatever you went through. So this happened to Kim 25 years ago. She has a child. She has a career. So I don't think she spends you make it sound like she's just like in this circle of self-pity. She's also carved out a life for herself at the same time.
Well, so you say.
Well, do you know that she hasn't?
Talk about it. If she's done that, then all of this media stuff would show that, but none of it does. It all just talks about OJ's the boogeyman. Give me money. OJ's the boogeyman. Watch my podcast. OJ's the boogeyman. I can get on the Howard Stern show.
Okay. Why do you like? I've heard you.
She can say whatever she wants. It's always about OJ's fame.
Well, I've heard you bring up Kim Goldman's mother a couple times in her relationship with her. Why do you think that's relevant to anything she's doing right now? Hello?
When did I bring up Kim Goldman's mother?
Like on the podcast they did with you when you were talking to the producer.
No, you did earlier in this as well.
Release. Well, we're not going to even talk about that because they had no permission to even release that.
Okay, well you mentioned it. Well, you mentioned it in the beginning of this interview as well when you talked about Kim Goldman and how she owes money to the father and the mother.
The mother owns part of the judgment, but it just shows you that I don't think she was being entirely honest on the Howard Stern show about that relationship that she talked about with her mother, the no relationship with her mother. You know what? That's it. That would be, if I wanted to talk about it, it would be to talk about that they love the Goldmans. And when I talk about Goldmans, mainly Kim Goldman, the father a little bit, but mainly it's Kim Goldman. They want to monopolize the professional victims card. They don't want anyone else in on this action. That's it. They monopolize it and then monetize it. That's it. That's my viewpoint from everything I've read and seen about them over the last probably 15 years. That's it.
I'd be curious, and I know this is...
They monetize misery.
Mm-hmm. I know it's a lot to ask for, but can you give me an example or proof as to why you think they've monopolized this?
You know, I can give you a couple of little things. I mean, they do have this PR guy that makes sure that they get all the... make sure that they come on when, things happen, that they come on and... make statements. But the biggest thing, the one thing that I can think of particularly when I heard their statements, when I say heard, Fred Goldman and Kim Goldman come on, is when this Trayvon Martin thing was going down. And, there was a lot of, the country was all tense and this was going on and people wanted, one group wanted to go one way, the other group wanted to go the other way. And they had the Goldmans on TV. Some of these, they went and did some national news. And it was one time where they were brought on to talk about someone else's grief and someone else is grieving, and they just both of them. Go look at them. These are all on YouTube. They didn't really have anything to say at all about true caring and true compassion for this Trayvon or his family. They sounded stunted, and you know why? It's because they didn't want, God forbid, if Trayvon's parents got in on this Professional Victims Act or something like that.
Jesus.
They're more interested and more comfortable in their zone talking about OJ, always about OJ, and promoting their books or promoting whatever they have to it. So they wouldn't. When you ask them something outside of OJ, they clam up. They don't want to do anything. So that's it. And I've said it before. I'm going to say it a million times. God. She is not a professional in media. Okay.
Who? OJ?
Right? She does not. She never developed her.
Kim Goldman.
She never developed a talent for it, and she doesn't do it. She's a big bore.
Well, who cares though? Why is that relevant to anything? Like, even if
because
I agree,
she wants to be a media person. Yeah,
okay, I care. But why is that? But who gives a shit? Like, let's say, Malcolm, let's say I agree with you, and she's the most boring person on earth. Like, great.
I don't know how this conversation is going to even come out on your radio because you guys keep talking over.
You're gonna look like a lunatic.
But you guys have got to let me speak and stop.
No, it's true. You haven't talked enough. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
So
I don't know the last part. I'm just telling you that's it. She never developed her skill sets. I've seen her go over the years, complete research. I've done all my homework, and she's gotten a million projects based on Simpson. She's gotten a million projects to do, and every one of them has failed. Every one of them, lock, stop, and step, including this podcast, which is failing.
Well, her podcast is doing really. Your podcast is doing really well. It's doing very well.
How do you know?
Well, it's on the top. It's on the top of all the iTunes charts. I see it all the time.
I mean, why do you think Nancy Glass was on the phone call with me, desperate to try and get me on her show?
It's a good spot.
In an illegal way, unauthorized, reduced the tape recording.
I don't know that. That's your legal situation.
Yeah, because they were desperate to get downloads.
It's number 7 on all iTunes right now.
To get downloads rather than listen to something that people have already known about for 25 years. There's nothing new coming out of that podcast.
Right. Well, yes. The only thing I would say, and again, I'll just leave it this because I think we're going in circles. It's just, I think, you must understand intellectually when you look at it that a guy calling a victim, whether you think she's professional or not, whatever, horrible, disgusting, and a piece of shit is, you can understand why people would look at that and say, why is this guy doing that? I mean, you must understand that, right?
Well, listen, I make my choices like everyone does in life, and you live with the consequences. So I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back, and I can justify it.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a chance right now to say that Kim Goldman is not a piece of shit. Like, will you at least say that?
No, come on. Yeah, please. Come on.
What?
Please.
What?
I tell you, we just spent the better part of, 20 minutes or so talking about how I'm not taking anything back I said about
So you stand by everything?
Or the Goldmans in general.
You think OJ killed Ron and Nicole?
Excuse me?
Do you think OJ, Orenthal James Simpson, murdered Ronald Goldman, Nicole Brown Simpson?
This LA thing, you can keep going about it.
I just asked you a question. I'm asking you a question.
I thought you guys were professionals. You guys
we keep saying this.
You said, hey, unlike you, Malcolm, you've criticized Kim Goldman for not being professional, but we're professionals.
Right. I said,
here you are. You've just been. All I've dealt with are 2 hacks for 30 minutes.
Well,
now. I'll stay on the phone with you.
What would you like?
I don't give up on anyone.
What would you like me to? What would you like me to ask you? What would you like me to ask you?
So what do I care? Why would you ask? Why would you? What's your IQ level when you would ask
46.
a lawyer for OJ Simpson?
This is a lot longer than no, by the way.
Right. So you think what we all think. You think OJ. You think OJ killed them all. You think OJ killed them both. You think OJ. I know down deep because you're not dumb. You think OJ's a fucking idiot. The thing in Vegas was so stupid it's unbelievable. He wrote that book. If I Did It, which is you admit is dumb. The guy's a fucking dummy. And you take his money. It's blood money. You can rip Kim Goldman.
I didn't say he's a dummy. I said it was a bad.
He's a dummy. He's a dummy.
I mean, you got $1 million to take that. I mean, I don't care how much of a money grab it was. But he's
not a piece of shit though, right?
You guys are looking so. You guys.
I know you keep doing that. You did it. I know you did it with Kim. You did it with Nancy Glass. We know everybody's dumb but you. But yet, you're.
No, I don't think everyone's dumb but me.
Wouldn't you say that you're? If you're gonna do the piece of shit chart, wouldn't you say you are a bigger piece of shit than Kim Goldman? You can answer that at least, right?
No, because I
do. I think you're a gigantic piece of shit. I'm being honest.
Chaser?
I do. I think you're an ambulance chasing hunk of shit.
Very, very professional.
No, I just do. I mean, I just do. It's okay. I mean, that's you're making a living. I respect it.
Any other criticisms on me? Go ahead.
No,
I'm a piece. I'm a piece of shit.
Last question. Last question. Who do you think OJ murdered first, Ron or Nicole?
You guys are the biggest amateurs
well, the
ever.
blood show's wrong.
The blood does show wrong. That's true.
I'll stay on the phone with you. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. We'll let you go, Matt. I know you got to do your run. We'll talk.
This is really upset me so much that I think I'm going to go to Christian Louboutin, Hermes, and John Barbados today.
Ooh, shit.
Ooh.
And don't worry, we're going to put your Twitter handle. We're going to put you have 2,000. You have 2,000 Twitter followers. We'll make sure to bump up your Twitter account. And we'll get on this Malcolm LaVergne publicity tour that you're going on. What's the next stop on the publicity tour, Malcolm? What's the next stop?
I don't do publicity.
No, he doesn't want fame. He just wants to retweet him.
Don't worry, we'll put your handle on it, okay?
I don't have 10, 15 emails from you guys. You guys don't even have
absolutely.
You guys are the ones actually calling me for the show.
Course.
You guys are such amateurs. You don't even have a producer to actually do this.
No,
right?
That's actually he's our producer, but he is an amateur. You are right about that.
That's true.
Of that, there's no doubt.
Made one good point.
Of that, there's no doubt.
Go give this tape. Listen, if you guys are looking to increase your careers, go give this tape to someone who is in your profession, where you can actually get a promotion, where they're going to go, wow, look at the talent these guys have.
I hope so.
Well, they handle O.J. Simpson's
We'll hand it over to Dave Portnoy.
These guys are real professionals here. These guys did an amazing job.
Here's a little tip for you, Malcolm. I'll give you a little tip as well. If you have any memorabilia of OJ's, make sure you give it back to him. If not, he's gonna get his boys, his goons, and try and fucking kill you. So you better be careful as well, right?
Anything? Come on. Anything else? Come on.
No, I'm just saying. Do you think when OJ slapped Nicole around like 50? Do you ever talk to him about that? Does he stop beating women or no?
Get it all out.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking questions. That's all. So you don't answer anything. That's your thing next, but you don't answer anything, right? Because he's your client.
What do you mean? Why would I answer an amateur's question?
You should probably, when you're done with this, why don't you, when you're done with this, why don't you send this podcast to another lawyer and then like a professional one, and maybe they'll do a better job and show you how to do it. Go to a professional. You're just an amateur, Malcolm. Just an amateur.
No, what did you know about being a lawyer?
Well, what do you know about being a broadcaster?
No, I think I would be a broadcaster in 30 seconds, 10 times better than you if I started
30 seconds,
today.
10 times better.
I'd start 10 times better than you if I did it today based on what you did. You guys were not prepared.
Look, here's what I think, okay? This is going to be a big moment for you. I agree we don't have a producer. I agree with you on that. A big moment for you. If we tweet this out, you are going
You guys didn't think about a story or a focus.
You are going to hit.
Didn't think about
you are going to. I'm telling you, you're going to hit the magic 2,600 Twitter followers when we do. We're going to do this.
You might get as many followers as me. Some
could have my mic. Yeah, go ahead, Malcolm.
You may learn something.
Go ahead. I'm ready. Good.
All right.
Good.
You guys, this is the difference. You guys didn't think anything else.
No, not at all.
Came on
not
the
at
phone
all.
today.
You played us like
all you thought about was getting.
You played us like a chess. It's like another.
All right.
Okay.
When you actually want to be successful, you better think about a plan and you better work hard. All right.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
This is why you guys are where you are in your life, and I'm going to go to Christian Louboutin. All right.
Kirk, you don't have any money, do you?
No, not at all. All right, Malcolm. Well, go enjoy your shopping spree and have a great run today, okay? And give the Juice our love because he's a great guy.
The Juice is loyal.
Wonderful guy. All right, Malcolm. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy.
You as well. Thank you. Okay, we'll wrap it up here for a couple minutes, I think, while we're here. Might as well, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
Oof, jeez. I mean, it's the same conversation I've heard him have 5 different, So on that OJ podcast, which is successful and is really good, he did the same thing with Nancy Glass. Like, you're not. By the way, he's correct. I'm not really. I've done a lot of radio for a long time. I did not go to school for broadcasting. Nancy Glass, you could tell, did.
Yeah.
So whether you like her or not, she's a professional broadcaster. I'm not. So he wants. I don't know what he. Like, what questions?
Well, it's just a tactic he uses.
I know that, but what questions would you like us to ask him?
Like when we were talking about with Willie Colon, it's like no one knows you. It's like that's just a thing they cling on to.
Right.
There's nothing he wanted. He wanted us to ask, how cool is it hanging with the Juice? That's what he would like us to ask, I guess. But
it is amazing. Like, I don't know. It's is it a successful tactic to call Kim to shit all over her? I don't understand it.
It's bizarre, man.
And he's very into
real weird.
He's very into how boring. Like, he hates her, obviously, because I'm sure OJ talks about how much he hates her all the time and goes in there and bullshits with him. He's a jock sniffer, but like, it's weird how much hate he has for her, and he's always in the Twitter follow. Like, before the podcast started, which is fine. I don't know if Barstool will do it or not. I mean, if they do, great.
Not our control, really.
Right. I mean, if they want to tweet something out with his handle on it, awesome. That's fine. But he's very into it. It's the first thing he mentioned, which is fine. But you can't do that and then jump all over Kim Goldman, as you pointed out, in your fierce interrogation,
say, yes.
loud and angry.
Yeah,
changed the whole tenor and tone of it. It got very confrontational.
You son of a gun!
Confronting Blind Mike, where you said to him, like,
Kim Goldman's back.
Like, which is it? Like, you can't now you want promotion all the time. No problem, but then and she's a professional victim. And again, I guess my big question is, let's just say Kim Goldman does a podcast every day and does interviews. Let's even say that he's right and she's a professional victim. I don't think she is.
Who gives a shit?
That's a fucking affect OJ's day. He's in Las Vegas.
And maybe she does benefit off of it, but maybe it also helps her deal with the death of her brother.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't. So either way, it's
right.
in like this whole thing about, I don't know. What was the other, I don't know, any takeaways from you, Mike and Dave?
That was the thing. That's why I felt the need to chime in, was that it wasn't just that he said, "Can you tweet me from the Barstool account?" It was that, that's the one with 1.6 million followers, right?
He's
Right?
been big on that.
Yeah.
Right.
But he did smash one out of the park. You don't have a producer.
He's right about that.
I don't know why I had to be brought into this.
No, you and lawyers. And
First of all, that was actually the most diligent I think I've ever been.
He mentioned that
15 emails.
15 emails. He loves that. Yeah, he loves the he's like, he loves that.
Like, he's calling us out for having him on.
When you ask him a question, he loves that. Like, yeah, okay, yep, you bet. Anything else? Like, how about an answer? Like, you know, I know he's not going to tell me. Like, he knows OJ killed Goldman, and like everybody with a fucking brain knows that. So that happened. But like, you know, you defend this. Like, everybody jokes around about OJ. He's a fucking disgusting human being. And he calls Kim Goldman disgusting.
But even,
and he's buddies with OJ Simpson.
Earlier in the interview, I think he said something like, "Hey, if you want to keep asking me about the LA thing, I know the facts."
Right.
So then you ask him straight up, did he kill these people? And he's like, "Oh, okay. So you came real prepared, huh?"
Yeah, like, what,
where's the answer here?
I love the you know, like, I just want you know, Kim to be objective or whatever. I'm like, or like, I have a, like, you wanted to not have a point of view, or you wanted to be like whether you like agree with it or not.
Now, he may have killed my brother, but let's be fair here.
He might have chopped his head off. Like,
oh, by the way, that's what he was talking when he said you don't know the facts. He didn't chop their heads off.
Well, you know,
he
what I mean.
Nearly
right. You
but
know
that's
what I mean.
No, but that's what he was referring.
Yes.
Yeah.
He basically
he got you.
He basically decapitated them.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, I know, you know, there are people who, whatever. I don't want to get into the OJ debate, whether or not. I just find it interesting that this lawyer is like just dumping all over this woman who, you know, I don't know. She has a podcast that's pretty interesting. And by the way, if you listen to the podcast, there's actually not a lot of shitting of O.J. Simpson on it.
Not really. It's more her experience.
Yeah, and she talks to jurors. And she talks to other people involved. She talks to the media. She talks to the lawyers. She talks to everybody. And she'd probably like to talk to O.J., and O.J. will never go on with her.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I mean, Nancy Glass said to it, it's not dissimilar to my situation, I guess, with Curtis to him. In the beginning, Nancy Glass said to him, "We're recording this."
Yeah.
You know, but of course, with him, he'll be pissed off.
Oh, you're a lawyer? Oh, you know the law now?
I'm like, no, I'm not at all. I don't know anything. I can only imagine what this guy's life is. I mean, listen, I understand he shops at top-end places.
Yeah.
He loves, what was it?
I forget.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. And
yes.
there was a couple others you mentioned.
I am envious of that situation.
You are, yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about what he's talking about.
Like, God, he just sounds like such an asshole. Oh, God. Can you imagine, like it's fun to have him on for a half hour. I'd have him on again because he's just nuts. Can you imagine, like, being in his life?
Yeah, right. And then it's like, he's like, "Oh, you know the law now?" But it's like, he's talking to one of the best podcasters there is.
Oh, whatever.
About a podcast, but he's saying, like, he's commenting on it.
Right.
So then you comment on the law, and he's like, "Oh, you're a lawyer?"
He did give the show the best idea of all time.
What's that?
Kirk goes to broadcasting school.
That would be
not even a question.
That would not even a question. I would enjoy that.
We'll pass on that.
Taught by me. Taught by DEC.
Send Mike to that. But I love that. He's like, you know, in 30 seconds, I'd be 10 times better. Like, I'm like, how old are you?
What does that mean? What does that mean? In 30 seconds, I'd be 10
okay, great. Yes,
get
great.
my pen out.
Yeah, you're better
Dave,
than me.
start writing that down.
You're better than me. Now, did OJ kill these people or what? Like, you win. It's just, you know, you can't. I got mad a little bit, but you can't even really. It's so absurd. But then you think of like Kim Goldman and Fred Goldman. They hear this idiot and they must be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But maybe they just like, he's just an asshole. Who knows?
They've got to.
But that was worth.
The anger is directed at OJ.
That was worth taping, though, for sure, right?
Oh yeah,
that was entertaining, though.
Especially if you've never heard that guy. He's.
It's a different audience.
That's usually how he is.
Right. That's a different audience. Our audience is different than the Confronting OJ audience. I'm guessing.
Right. Yes.
As unsuccessful as that podcast is, it's at number 7 in the world.
Like, she was just on Stern promoting it.
Yeah. Well, I hope, you know, hopefully she'll hear this and we'll get her on. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I know maybe legal minds think she's a bore, but, you know, I'd be curious to, you know, that's the thing. He's like, yeah, she's boring.
So what? Don't listen to the podcast.
Like, well, if she's boring, then doesn't it really help your
then
case?
Why do you care? Yeah.
Right. Like, is he, you know, like what happens in OJ's life that, like, you know, so now some people think OJ might have done it?
It was an okay interview.
What's that?
He said it was an okay interview.
He did? Yeah. Oh, good.
Okay interview. We got to work on your craft. Not a big deal.
Is that what he said?
Casual. Yeah.
Oh, is that?
Casual response.
I like this guy.
Good feedback.
I gotta say, I get why the juice hangs with him.
So now we have Mike Portnoy, Benditson, and this guy as our legal team.
Oh no, this is the improve and be better in life.
Oh yeah, he's one. You can tell he's one of those.
Be
guys.
better in life. Yeah.
Wishing the best.
That's nice. Good. He's going to get his run out, and he's going to do his thing. Yeah. Can you imagine OJ going to his office?
Now, is Dave going to respond to that and apologize?
I'm sorry. Sorry. He's like, you're right. Yeah, you should have done a better job.
We got to be better in life.
I'm just trying to picture the OJ conversation with this guy. It must just be like fucking nightmare.
When I was running for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it's got to be so... He's like, and he's yapping about nothing, and Jesus.
It's got to be the weirdest when OJ tries to bring up football. You know what I mean?
This guy doesn't like it, he said. He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He's very critical of OJ.
Gun movies, baby.
But it's funny, he's killing Kim and Fred Goldman for... By the way, I never see Fred Goldman anywhere. And by the way, before this podcast, when was the last time you saw Kim Goldman?
Yeah, right.
This big publicity tour.
Even I don't remember seeing them when the series came out, or the documentary.
Yeah, I don't want to get into nonprofit stuff. That's very important. But he has a client who wrote a book called If I Did It and went did interviews for it.
Unbelievable.
And if Kim's a piece of shit in his mind, doesn't OJ have to be a piece of, at the very minimum?
I felt bad that I brought something up that got him on a tangent, so I didn't want to get him on another one. I don't even remember what it was. But I said something that got him onto a long, boring tangent.
Well, he's a yapper, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But I wanted to ask, what he thought of that interview, because that's... You've seen, I assume, the If I Did It interview?
With Regan? Yeah, I saw.
Oh, my God.
It's unbelievable.
It's mind-boggling. He's literally talking about the murder.
Right. Yeah, he killed him.
He put himself at the scene.
Right. And he wrote a book. But I don't think, and he would just, he wasn't his lawyer at the time, right?
Right. Yeah, so that's what he would say. I didn't represent, I criticized him.
He got $1 million for it, though, as he said.
Which, but that's not gold digging and being greedy. And
it's not Kim Goldman's money.
No.
It's Fred Goldman's money.
Yeah.
It's just... Then,
or not even, you said the Goldman family, and he's like, no, not Kim Goldman.
That father and the mother, they never talked to. I'm like, well, okay, I don't even, how the hell do you know that?
Why does that matter? Yeah.
Right. How do you know, these other guys, not like everybody else. When you ask for examples and proof, there's none. It's always, well, what the fuck you? You're bad broadcaster. It's like, well, okay. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I listened to him a couple weeks ago. I was like, we got to get this guy on. And the beauty of this world is now you can get people like that on, right? You get them on.
You got to work hard at it.
You did a good job.
You got to be a good producer.
You did a good job, Dave. Good job, Dave.
You got to know how to deal with lawyers specifically.
You got an ambulance-chasing,
skill set.
fame-chasing lawyer on the podcast. Congratulations. Good job. Any final thought? Anything from you, Mike, on this one or no?
No. Did you think I stepped in too much? I was nervous doing that. Yes. Very nervous.
Do you, Dave, or no?
No, not really. I didn't even have his mic on, though.
I could tell. He got very loud. I was like, take it easy. Yeah. You were very passionate. You were very upset
Actually,
about
he had one part that was awkward. Where was he going? I saw you stopped him.
Me? Him.
Yeah.
He was answering, and I was like, shut up. Just let him answer, basically.
Yeah.
No, he was fine. I thought your questions were fair.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it was. I brought up... fuck. There's something when you said that, when you told me to let him go, I said it again, and he heard it, and that's when he went on a long tangent, and off mic, I was like, sorry for bringing that up.
I think it was the LA thing, right? Or no?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I said OJ may have killed 2 people, and he goes, do you know the facts?
Mike, we're not that worried about it. Okay, it happened. Don't worry about it. Let us not. It's really okay.
This is my thing is now that I just, I'm good for most of the podcast, and then at the end I start talking too much.
You just
I don't know when to cut it off.
Figure it out in the Uber on the way home, okay? Nobody really cares where it went wrong. This guy was going to give a crazy answer no matter what you asked. You're really beating yourself up over this?
I'll do a post show called Reflecting with Blind Mike.
So I have a call with Nardini texting me, and she said she wants to... When are we running this?
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Well, we have to. We told him that.
I feel like we should start the show with it, no? Or no? Or bullshit, because we're...
Well, now I want to try to get Kim today, too.
That bore? All right, fine.
She's still crying about
wait, she's chasing fame?
Jesus.
Oh, my God. Unbelievable. How disgusting is that guy, really? Like we talked about the other day.
Just the worst.
Just think about that. It's like something
because even if he's right, what is the benefit?
Something happened to me. So Oprah got molested by her uncle, I want to say. Is that right?
Something like that,
I don't want to say father, because I think it's uncle. I don't know. Family member. By the way, she's talked about it a lot.
Right.
Which is great. Like that. And by the way, I actually really think that her doing that, she was really the first public figure to do that, really.
Yeah.
And that was important and got a lot of people talking about it. I don't think Oprah Winfrey, I'm going to guess if we got Oprah Winfrey on there, I don't know. Dave, book Oprah. Would you write that down in your notebook? Thanks.
I'm on it.
If we got her on there and said, hey, did you tell the Goldman family to get over it? I'm going to guess. Can we find that sound with the Goldmans were on with her? Mm-hmm. I'm going to guess that was not what she said.
Well, Stern said the same thing, but my guess is it was more of a helpful thing. Don't you think it's time to move on?
I don't even think she said move on. I'm sure she said, listen,
it would be healthier for you.
Right. Or do you ever think, could I ever move on? There's no way she just fucking sat them down and was like, fucking get over this.
I was curious about that, too.
I have a feeling he may not be telling the truth. Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
But Oprah's talked about her for her entire career. Is written and really, I think, opened the dialogue.
Right.
I don't know what happened to Malcolm. I have no idea. his own incident in his life. It could be awful. It may be nothing.
Sure. But he got over it.
People also handle things differently. Oh, yeah, he seems over everything. There's no anger issues at all.
No.
So we're going to do... All right, so what we'll do tomorrow is... We'll leave this on. It's fine. So we'll basically do the short open in the first Roman, then do this.
Yes.
Does that make sense, Mike?
Works for me, boss.
Okay, thank you.
You mentioned you have a call with Nardini?
Yes, I do. She texted me and said she wanted to talk about something. I'm sure it's got to
be me.
It has to be.
Well, we can save that for tomorrow morning.
What?
What the call is, what you go over.
You're right, Dave.
Yeah.
You're right about that, because it's not happening.
It hasn't
right
happened yet. How would we not save it?
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about
that for later in the show.
What do you think of that phone call? Can you believe that?
Oh my God! I can't.
Wow!
Well, I have to pay them $50,000 a year.
Boy, I'll tell you what. When you hire the producers, man, these guys are the smartest guys in the business. I never would have thought of taking that tact. God. I would have thought the opposite way. Let's recklessly speculate, make shit up, and then never talk about it again. You know, I want you to have the phone call now. Now I think about it, we know what it's about.
And now let's find out what actually happened.
All right. Oh, boy. All right. Well, there you go. You go right from that to Roman. Fine. GetRoman.com.
Was that your way of kind of fun? Hey, we're still here, folks.
Yes, I
laughing,
guess.
casual laughter.
Just sort of. I'm thinking about Malcolm. Malcolm with Get Roman. I could see that. Oh, he doesn't. Definitely. I mean, he doesn't need it. Obviously, he's the greatest.
I'm depressed and destitute now. I could use it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Can you afford the $5 though for the first month? We can make that happen.
I'm sure my friends would help me out at Get Roman.
Fine. $5 right now for GetRoman.com/Kirk. GetRoman.com/Kirk. The best way for a great sexual experience. Great feedback. Unbelievable. Got some more again yesterday. GetRoman.com/Kirk. The first month is just $5. They send it to your house. Nice and easy. Swipe it, let it rip. You have a great time. Nobody gets hurt. Wonderful. Everyone's on board. The best sexual experience you've ever had in your life for $5 for a month? What's that? What's that a day, Mike?
$5 a month? $150.
$5
$5 a day for a month is $150, right?
It's not $5 a day. I'm saying $5 a month. How much is that every day?
I can't do it. Let's say 20 cents.
I'm a fucking moron.
That sounds
Why would I be adding?
Let's say.
I'm like, hey, it's only going to cost you $150.
What a great deal. $150 a month.
Fucking idiot.
Jesus, you're hired. God. That's $5.
Math wasn't on my list of responsibilities.
$5 a month. Into 30. We'll call it 15 cents a day. How's that, Mike? Sound good? 15 cents a day for the best sex of your life? Great pay for that? Done.
I did the math backwards.
There you go. Yes, you did. Just like you read those words. GetRoman.com/Kirk. 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 $5 for your first month right away. Okay, so we did the feedback to that. So anything else we want to get to here
Well, isn't
today?
this the time we're supposed to talk about Erica's phone call to you?
I did it at the top. I said it was nothing.
Oh, I know, but we previewed that we were going to talk about it.
No, but then I actually did it at the start of the show. Would you like me to repeat that again?
All right, I'll delete it.
Don't delete it.
Oh, no, but Dave did have a great line at the end of that segment.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
He's like, I forget what it was.
Shit. You should listen to it.
That was my point. That was my point.
What do you say?
What do you say at the end?
I don't remember.
Fuck, this is great podcasting right here. Well, this is like...
oh, no, he goes, we should preview it now. But it hadn't happened.
That was what I was alluding to.
That's right. So dumb.
And the brilliant production mind.
So now we're laughing again at something we were just laughing about in real time. Good, excellent. We've really got it. On top of it. Speaking of, I didn't realize Carrabis doubled down, you told me.
Oh, yes.
He's not giving up.
No,
huh?
there's no... He listened to us talking about it and say, I don't see what's silly here.
Do we have that sound,
Dave?
That is fact. So he was on with those guys again yesterday.
Yep.
I did not hear this segment, but he continues to say that he taught me podcasting. Although it's important to note, even before Enough About Me, I would occasionally do podcasts on WEI.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. You may be right.
Not what I've heard.
Let me hear it.
You're making waves, Rocket.
How am I making waves?
Making waves in the Kirk Minihane show. Did you see? Did you see that?
I haven't listened to it, but
we can play it for you.
Yeah.
So this is them. Kirk had asked
play sound of us playing sound of them.
Reaction from my day up at Barstool, and Mike, Blind Mike, noted your reaction.
Nothing like overwhelming.
No.
They just had...
What are you laughing at, Mike? What are we? What?
Well, someone
is
did
this us?
We're listening to them. Listening to us.
What the fuck are we doing? Who's that?
Jared Carrabis had some thoughts on how you became Kirk Minihane that I thought.
Whenever you start a sentence with Jared Carrabis had some thoughts.
The internet cuts out here. I'll be back in a second.
Like, the first time I ever interviewed him, he was like, "Ask me whatever you want." And that I think when he came on Section 10, that was the
now
first
we're
time
replaying
he
him
ever did
on us.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna give the listeners context.
No, we don't. No, we don't. What the fuck are we doing?
We're
Stop.
listening to him,
Stop.
listen to us,
What the fuck
listen
are
to
we
him.
doing? What the fuck are we doing? Carrabis said, Jesus Christ, Dave.
Oh, come on.
I mean, what the fuck?
I can't preview the audio.
How muddled,
here, so I
how
just
muddled
have
is
to
that,
play it.
Mike? How muddled is that?
I assumed we would have started right after this.
That's like 90 different things. We're listening to us, listen to him, listen to us.
I can't preview the audio. I just had to play it.
Why?
Because I can't listen to it.
You didn't listen to it yesterday?
I did listen to it yesterday.
Why didn't you just cut up to where he talked yesterday?
I really should have done that. You're right.
What the fuck?
I mean, that's just
Stop,
a fact.
stop, fucking stop. So Carrabis, Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to play it.
Carrabis yesterday, it said that, whatever. I learned podcasting from him.
Right.
We then made fun of him about it, and then he responded to it again in kind yesterday. Can I have the sound from yesterday with Carrabis?
Well, I can't preview it.
Okay,
so
forget it. I don't want to. I don't want to do it.
Oh, come on.
I don't. It's not that.
Don't let him ruin this.
It's a couple seconds.
Because it's annoying.
Then I'll delete it. It's a podcast.
He did not like the notion that you said it was the first time ever for him.
I mean, that's just a fact.
You
Like,
think? I paused when that happened as well, because I would imagine Kirk Minihane had already had some experience with broadcasting and talking and
I'm
knowing
not saying
the line and knowing.
They played it up obviously because that's what they do. They like to needle people. Like they were
wasn't
like,
listening.
and then we give credit to Jared Carrabis for launching his career, but. A light bulb went off in his head when he came on the podcast. It was the first podcast.
Are you
that he
sure? Because
his podcast came out like 3 weeks after that, and he didn't know what a podcast was before he came on.
But did he say something to you like, "Wow, that was like like I've seen this whole new world"?
He was asking questions like, "Wait, you can say whatever you want on this thing?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, then like let's have fun with it and this and that." And then like
I can't stop. I can't believe how dumb he is. Honestly,
internet. This is on.
Like, so you go on there. We've all done. Well, I mean, you go on a podcast. Like, it's sort of what you do when you get in there, and if you're a regular radio guy back then. Like, I can do whatever I want. Like, you don't really not know that. Like, you're joking around.
Making conversation.
Am I doing this? Does anybody at Barstool understand what the joke is? I thought this was like a place of humor.
It's a comedy website, from my understanding.
Like, what? A light bulb went off in my. How the fuck would he know? A light bulb. First of all, I did it in the summer with him. I was happy to do it. I enjoyed it. And then I started a podcast next February. It was like 8 months later, part of a contract. It's fucking. It doesn't even matter. But like,
had you heard of podcasts before?
I had done them before. This light bulb. Oh my god, you can say whatever you want. Oh, I didn't know that. Jesus. What the fuck? What does he think? Does he really believe that, or is he just trying to?
I don't know, because there's part of Jared where he's like, oh, it's a character. But then even when you talk to him, you get the sense that he's gotten a little bit of an ego.
Oh, no, I have heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah.
He's got a nice health, which is good. That's great. You should have. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Wish I had it.
Yeah, he deserves it. He's had great success, I suppose. I don't. Again, I'm not sure why he's had it though, and that's wonderful and great. But I don't understand why can't he just say, yeah, he went on my podcast. He was a great guest, which he told me. He said the numbers were great. We had a great time. He didn't introduce me to anything. I already knew what it was.
Or he even could have just said, like, I don't know, it seemed to me like he didn't really know what it was before, and then that kind of showed him something.
It wasn't that...
Not like a light bulb went off.
It wasn't that...
When he walked into Pete Blackburn's mother's basement.
Yeah, it wasn't that confusing either. Like, they had headphones and we talked and you could swear. It wasn't that different. Like, I shit on the media, but I could say fuck. I suppose on the radio where I couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah, wasn't it? Oh my God, this land. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Some say Jared Carrabis created podcasting in general.
He created broadcasting in general, I think. I mean, listen to him.
Like the Mark Marons of the world and Joe Rogan, they thank Carrabis.
Corolla? It didn't exist before that. Yeah. I mean, I'm so, I don't know. Carrabis said he's going to come in this summer, so we'll see. I mean, is that going to be good or not good when he comes in? With me, I think he'll bring it.
Yes, yeah, but it'll be a lot of that. Like, oh, come on, Kirk, like, you need me. You talk about me on your show every day. I provide content, that type of shit.
That's fine. I don't mind that, though, because we do oddly talk about him a lot.
That's true.
I'm not sure.
You bring him up. You're fascinated by him.
I am fascinated by his he's just so empty. It's just
he's the most educated about you. Like, he knows the most about you in that building.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't think anybody knows anything about me in that building other than him. Honestly.
KFC not even porno.
No, not even Dave. I don't think KFC's in New York. He doesn't listen to anything. He's a fucking New Yorker.
He knows a little about you now, but that's
a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, Casey Smith. Casey Smith knows a little bit.
A little bit. KFC, by the way, is very interested in dipping into the Kirk Minihane brand.
Is that right?
Oh, he wants a piece of that.
Kirk and Clancy. He's got a nice ring to
he wants a piece of that like you wouldn't believe.
Really?
Yes.
That's not scaring me, by the way. If that's
What's leading you to believe this?
I'll be third, Mike.
It's just stuff. Just stuff.
I think that's a good fit.
He did tweet Kirk and Clancy the other day.
I did see that
but
as well.
You'd have to move to New York.
I would not move to New York. No.
Well,
don't worry, Mike.
Sticking point.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry, Mike. You're gonna get your $25,000. Don't worry. We're gonna make that happen for you.
Hey, thanks.
Over 2 years, we'll spread it out. It'll be fine.
At least it'll get me here.
By the way, before we wrap things up, this is total inside stuff. What's going on with your pal, one of the social media directors of the show, MHB? He seems to be very quiet lately. I haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I don't hear from him as much.
I sense he's jealous that you've risen.
People have said that. I don't know.
Yes.
We got in kind of an argument on the not an argument, but like
like a real one.
No, not really. Like we were fine.
But what are you talking
it was just
about?
So it was the Carrabis stuff.
Yeah,
like he was going back and forth.
I didn't listen to this episode yet.
Yeah,
go ahead. Yeah,
I mean, I just kind of told him I didn't love the way he handled it, like attacking Carrabis.
So
but I also didn't love the way Jared.
So hold on. So MHB, who's part of the Minihane world, hosts the Minihane show. It's hosted by MHB and somebody else. They do their show, and they had Carrabis on, and they weren't pleased with his performance.
No. Carrabis was on my podcast. Me and MHB.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. That's right. He was on the Blind Mike podcast.
Trash Talk.
Sorry.
And so we had Jared on, and Jared was pretty like. It seemed like Jared
was phoning it in.
Yeah,
big timing you.
Yeah, like he was just like, ugh. Like in text, he was like all about it, and then he came on and was like, "Why do I have to do this?" kind of thing. He never said that.
Perfectly reasonable
that's
reaction
the vibe we got.
for anybody to have to do that.
Sure,
horrible thing.
Honestly, you're joking, but that was my. I was like, I get why he wouldn't necessarily want it. It was nice of him to come on at all, or whatever.
Okay,
so that was my.
He probably wasn't happy where he was placed guest-wise too between Cosby and Weinstein. I think.
Right.
I mean,
that was a big issue for him.
You, the fact that it's like a podcast dedicated solely to protecting these people is odd.
We call it the Predator podcast.
It's an odd move. I'm not sure. It's got a small loyal fan base, but it's a weird.
Yeah, we're an interesting group.
Your live press conference when Spacey got cleared the other day, the celebration was a little strong.
Popping champagne.
Yeah, that was too much. Yeah, that was a little weird.
The streamers and
so what happens between these
So they go at it on Twitter, and I don't know. But I was just like, hey, I wouldn't have called that a guest because he was doing us a favor. But hey, MHB pointed out that you would say, like, you got to punch up and go after people.
You seemed happy to go after Malcolm LaVergne on Twitter.
You're right. That is punching up. So, although he does have 1/7 of the followers,
That's
do. I think, so.
Look at you today. Way that we promote it.
Yeah,
1.6 million.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. That was his big thing.
No, but I would also say Malcolm LaVergne also kind of went after us on social media. It's a little different.
Did.
I have no problem with MHB doing that. I think Carrabis
neither do I really.
Carrabis, I think, doesn't really either. He just gets caught. So they went back and forth.
And where I agree with MHB completely is that Carrabis started saying on Twitter, where I have nothing to do with this. He's like, I went on that shitty podcast. Of course, I phoned it in and gave no effort.
Right.
You have no listeners. And that's where I was kind of like, all right, man, like, what the fuck is this? So, and then I guess that's where their issues lie. So that's what our podcast was about. But I don't think he's mad at me about that.
No, I know. I just haven't heard from him lately. He used to be a little more active in the world. I feel like he's slipping away.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I remember him doing a podcast where he said he's depressed. We learned about his real feelings.
Well, fucking get over it. That'd be my advice.
So I don't know. I don't know if there's real stuff going on.
The only depression's only allowed for me in the Minifan world. That's it.
Duly noted.
Get through your shit, okay? Jesus Christ.
You want to hear when I'm feeling blue?
No, I don't. Just dance. Put the hat on and dance.
All right.
What did the missus say about your new unemployment?
Oh, she was excited that I'm out of that.
Oh, she was?
Yes.
Well, leaving Entercom is the best feeling in the world.
It really was.
You can ask me. You can ask Jerry. It's the best feeling in the world.
I shouldn't say that. I have not left yet. I've been asked to leave, and they gave me till Monday to mull it over.
Well, what if you say no?
I'm doing some thinking. What if I say no? I don't know.
You have some research to do, don't you?
Yeah, I've got some thinking to do,
What do you mean, legally?
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe.
Are there some employment issues?
I would say...
Possibly.
Maybe. I would say you've been a vocal...
A labor attorney, we might.
I'd say you've been a vocal, maybe not on the air. Yeah. I'd say you've been a vocal, outspoken critic of the product of the station, though the network.
Maybe as the character Blind Mike.
Oh God!
Which, by the way,
by
the way, this was pretty funny.
Yes.
I don't see well, so I don't know how I saw this, but the computer screen had an email up.
Yeah.
Of which the subject line was Blind Mike.
Was that from Joseph Zarbano, do you think?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know. Actually, no. I don't think.
Oh, who do you think it was?
Maybe someone else we talked about this week.
Oh, yes. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Maybe.
That wouldn't surprise
Odd timing.
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
No.
That'd be nice he calls you Blind Mike.
It was very, very nice. Very nice of them to acknowledge the brand.
Jeez, Bob, I like it. I mean, it's possible, I guess, right? Who knows?
Yeah, right.
Don't surprise me.
Yeah.
Actually, that fits the bill.
Yes, it was.
Oh, you know that?
No, but I'm pretty
sure.
Yeah.
It was not said to you.
No, they never said that to me. They just said it was a conflict of interest, and they'd like me to kindly get the fuck.
Is it worth suing them over the salary that you make? Okay.
But maybe.
But you're considering.
But maybe.
I have no update on my legal case. None.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that.
Me too. I don't even know what's going on. I know they filed a motion to dismiss last week, but they said in the summer this shit takes forever. So.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you've got like Mike Portnoy on the case. Don't worry about it.
That's true. There's some of that. Yeah. Well, I have my own representation now. Malcolm LaVergne is going to represent me.
Oh, okay.
He's going to go after people on Twitter like you wouldn't fucking believe. Curtatone is dead. He's
Malcolm LaVergne, Bennetson, and Mike Portnoy.
That's a good crew, right?
And didn't you have Dave Brown, too?
Team.
And Dave Brown. That's right. I forgot about Dave Brown. What a group.
Dave Brown, I think, he seems like a legitimate...
Yeah, he seems like normal.
I think
real help.
Swinging from the rafters.
Oh, wait, what happened to Bennetson? Where's he gone?
Bennetson, MHB, I don't know.
Where these guys are dropping?
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't heard from him at all. Somebody tweeted me that picture of him last week shoving that hot dog in his face at Fenway, which is funny. But I haven't heard from him or seen him in forever.
Maybe he's texting Steve. You don't know.
I know he's texting his Jerry messaging Jerry. Jerry said he tried to get him on his podcast. Jerry said he messaged him 46 times over 2 days to get him on his podcast.
You think there's anyone else messaging Jerry today?
Yeah, that's a good question. The first place Jerry's going to talk is the William Benditson podcast.
Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? All right. I feel like there's something else I wanted to do, but I'm forgetting. Shit. There always is. I don't know. All right. Postmates or no?
Yes.
Okay. Again, let me get I don't want to screw the read up. It's KM, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Postmates.com/KM. Is that what it is?
Yeah, you want me to
give it to me. Just sound screw up that. Financial
promo code KM.
Part of it. Promo code KM. You download the Postmates app right now, please. You can do it for free. You go through all the local restaurants, businesses, track your delivery in real time. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. Postmates will deliver it to you. Anything you want, any food, whatever it is, Postmates will deliver. Any convenience stuff, grocery, traditional retailers you could possibly want or need. You want to eat at 4 p.m., 9 a.m., midnight, whatever. They're going to Postmate it. It's going to be done. They're going to send it to you. And how about this? For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. To start that free delivery, download the app and use code KM. That's code KM for $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days when you download the Postmates app. Anything you need, anytime you need it, Postmate it. Download Postmates and save with code KM, and you get $100 of free delivery for the first 7 days. All right, anything else?
I think we can tease our guest.
I do not.
You really?
We will not. Nope,
Really?
nope. It doesn't. Nope, not until it happens.
Boy, this is a real tease.
This doesn't not until it happens.
A double tease.
I think you're probably right, but what is it really? We could promote it enough on social media.
Yeah, we can
you think anybody's listening to the end of this podcast?
Yeah, that's fair.
You're right.
We did LaVergne. People are checking out. You think they listen to Mike talking about his lawsuit? I wasn't. What was there to say? The worst lawsuits ever. Would you represent yourself or no?
Yes, of course, for content purposes.
Good. Do you feel like you'll have a contract by Monday?
Come on. Cute.
We're gonna get you paid.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say? I don't control the financial.
I don't want you to say, Kirk. I want you to do.
I feel like you could fight for this a little bit more.
What else am I supposed to do?
I don't know what you're doing, to be honest. I don't get to see your actions.
What am I supposed to do? Like drive picket until
That'd be nice.
Wasn't there an email praising you last week by the CEO of the company?
Yes,
and say you have a little leverage.
It praises me because I stay out of the way and don't ask for anything.
Yeah, but
so now I'm asking for something.
Wow.
Yeah, you're right.
What?
He's got a good point, Mike.
I'm showing up every day. It's not unreasonable.
I'm not saying it's unreasonable at all. I think it should happen. And I've given this guy a life.
Well, two of their major attractions over at Barstool are big Mike guys with KFC and Big Cat.
That'd be three. Me as well.
Oh, yes, three.
Yes.
So I just think it's a done deal.
I'd say Portnoy's a big Mike guy, too.
Never hired you.
It hasn't been confirmed.
It's true.
You never really thought that, did you?
It never really occurred to me.
But Mike's an example. Okay, so I did that Barstool Gold thing the other day. Mm-hmm. And one of the questions was from some guy, and I get these once in a while, not a lot. It's so hard to make it in the business. Like, what advice do you have? And my answer was, it's the easiest time ever.
Yeah.
If the business is you want to be on WEI, then be boring, and you can do. I actually think it's easy even now. Then you can just do weekends or whatever. But a guy like Mike, I don't think 10 years ago you'd be on the radio.
No, certainly not.
You're here.
It's the easiest and hardest. It's also like if I didn't if I wasn't willing to make fun of myself for being blind,
well, sure, but I
would never have started a bar stool, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah, but there's some of that. But I mean, you have to take chances. Like if I didn't take chances, I wouldn't. You know,
I'm just saying, there's a lot of people that aren't willing to do that.
Right, but that was sort of my answer. Like you have to be yourself. You can't be afraid. But if you aren't, and you do a podcast or whatever, there's so many avenues where you have a chance.
Yeah,
that's all. I don't know. And this guy's living. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, but everyone wants
zero talent. Zero,
right,
like he's doing a show right now by himself. And how much traction is that show getting?
Oh, none.
Exactly.
Of course, I'm with me.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So everybody wants these shows to be their idea. So it's not necessarily the easiest time because if he just goes and does it and nobody's listening to it.
I'll tell you something that pissed me off too. Well, hold on. Sorry, because that was interesting. We'll definitely put a pin in
bring
that.
it back. Let's bring it back.
We'll get to. Maybe there'll be a separate podcast. Maybe we'll
do it tomorrow.
It could be an 8-part series. Really, I want to dig into that. Fucking Mike. So I'm driving in this morning. I didn't get to listen to or watch the thing you do, which I like. You've been slacking on
the dummy thing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Well, I can only do it when the kid that films it is available.
Okay, great. I don't care. Mike says, I've heard this from another buddy of mine a couple weeks ago. Mike's like, oh boy, Kirk just walked into luck again. Like, boy, more news just happens to fall in his lap. Is basically what you said.
That's not what I meant.
That is what you said.
I said there was nothing going on in the world.
Did you ever think that,
and that
I make some of this stuff happen by just being an interesting person?
No. But what I'm saying is,
you think the Willie Colon thing, the interview with LaVergne, whose idea was that? Dave booked him, but whose idea was that?
I understand that. I'm not saying you're lucky.
Reaction to Jerry, reaction to Shirley.
The fact
why do you think Shirley gets any reaction? Because I'm interesting.
Obviously,
you know what I'm saying, Dave?
Talented.
Not good, Mike. Not.
Am I wrong or no?
Go fuck yourself.
You're 100%
Don't
right.
spin the. Yeah, I don't. Kiss
somebody said to me a couple
enough.
weeks ago too. Somebody said to me, "Oh, geez, what was it? I forget what it was." And like, "Oh, it's amazing how things just fall in your lap." I'm like, "Yeah, it's really fucking weird how that happens." Like, when will we stop saying that?
Yeah. Because
I want more credit.
That
like,
was
honestly.
Me. When I was at Entercom, I was always saying, "Boy, this Kirk guy's a real lucky son of a bitch."
That's what you said. That is what you said.
Bob Murchison
that is what you said. I feel like my voice is.
No, I said content-wise, it was funny how it happened because last Friday there was literally nothing to talk about, and then all of a sudden Jerry gets fired. You have the thing with Willie Colon, then Shirley Leung.
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff happening.
That's hilarious. It's really funny.
Really
more funny strange than anything.
It's fine, whatever. Good God.
Now you love me, and you're going to spin it that you hate me because you don't want to get me paid.
Let's just say that we can't get Mike paid. Like, what will we do? Who am I going to get in?
There's not many options.
I know.
That's why.
He's got real leverage.
Now that makes me feel
great leverage. Sure as hell not bringing MHP back.
That was part of our morning conversation at once. If he wasn't here, who would be there? Like, who's somebody local that you would bring in?
I have no idea. Throw ride, probably.
It would be a good. He just got signed. He just got signed by Ring of Honor.
You're too late.
He did. Oh,
yeah.
Too late.
It's too bad.
Sunday night, if you want to bring
Kirk,
him
I'm always saying you're dragging your heels too much on this stuff.
Is he? What's Ring of Honor is another wrestling promotion?
Yeah.
Okay. And was he travel? Is that his full time job now?
I don't even know if it's
This
a
show's
one-off
talking wrestling all the time.
That's all we do. That's all we do. Doesn't Throw Ride feel like 50 years ago?
Yeah,
like
it really
90
does.
things have happened to Throw Rides. It's Cullinan's
on the Barstool Reddit yesterday. There was a post about Throw Ride going to Ring of Honor, and there were hundreds of comments.
Oh
hundreds.
my God! Oh wow!
Okay,
let's have him on then. I mean, like, so what?
It's just people like him.
I was happy to note, though. When I listened to the to Mike and MHB on that thing, that it seems like the Barstool world. I'm shocked. I paid no attention to this one, honestly. Barstool crowd is 100% Minihane, the Minihane versus Cologne.
Yes. Unanimous.
Oh, that never happens for me ever.
Unanimous. I know. I was surprised.
You missed that part of the podcast yesterday.
Which?
Where we talked about this?
Well, who was talking? You?
You and Mike were talking about this.
We did talk about it.
About the comments on the Barstool thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wasn't listening. Listen to him. Especially making fun of him with Nardini. Like, yeah, he thinks he's going to get a deal. We're laughing. She has this like blind homeless guy emoji she sent me.
The worst part is you were on the phone with her walking by. By the way,
I did that on purpose.
Not only did you not mention me, you're like, Erica, how's it going? No, nothing to talk about today. Anything on your end?
I totally did that on purpose, too. I did. Just a dick move.
I thought it was a little bit of a coincidence. So Dave Berry's basically the Lights Camera podcast guys last week, right? You're on the phone with Nardini yesterday, and then right after that phone call, you retweet and comment Lights Camera Pod twice. You've never done that before, I don't believe.
I just started following.
Seems suspect.
Well, what
conspiracy?
What was,
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
What was
Rising Star Barstool? She's putting you over with the whole company, and now she's trying to help propel.
Dave podcast 3 weeks ago on their podcast on that Dunkin' Donuts thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And so Erica then calls me 3 weeks later and says, "Start retweeting it."
She's always thinking. She's always
play the X-Files.
That's quite. Well, they had two trailers I liked. I didn't realize that. I just started
the Top
following
Gun trailer was good.
The Brad Pitt trailer looks really good. I have no idea if the movie will be good or not. I mean, I know you're not going to see it. I know you don't see movies, so it doesn't matter.
There's movies coming out that I
don't want
the Once Upon a Time
if
in
you start
America.
talking movies, I'm going to hurt your... Don't... Just keep quiet, okay? Just
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in America, yes.
That was a good movie, too. James Wood and De Niro?
James Woods. Not James Wood.
Oh, shut up.
It's a great movie,
Yeah, you got me flustered. I know James Woods, you cocksucker.
All right. We're about to interview, I think, a friend of James Woods.
Is
I
that
believe,
right?
yes. Very, very, very right-wing political force is my understanding.
Oh, don't bill it like that.
Well, it's true. Dave, do you think we're really going to bill it like that?
Yeah, please don't.
I think we'll be okay. Jesus. I heard you say you were interested in this guest as well.
Very much so.
Okay, why?
What do you mean, why?
Well, I mean, is there other reasons?
Sure the same reason you
okay,
are.
well, you said... Okay, I don't know. Fine. Okay. All right, so we'll do that.
One of the first I've dealt with.
Good, excellent. Well, wonderful.
Stop.
Great. You literally can go blind if you do it too much.
Well, maybe I did.
That's what happened. All right, fine. All right, so that's it for the week. Busy week. Jesus Christ. Good God. Wild week.
A lot of stuff going on.
Wild week. As Mikey Fowler said to me something about how great the podcast is. I agree, 100%.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Mikey
Great
Fowler,
the last 2 weeks.
Excellent opinions on podcasts, I would say.
He's a great podcast, man. All right, so we're back Monday. God knows what we're doing then. Rate, subscribe, do whatever you want. Rough and Rowdy tonight, correct?
Yes.
How do we do this, Dave? What's the information?
BuyRNR.com.
BuyRNR.com.
Or if you subscribe to Barstool Gold, you can get it.
You get it for free, right?
He's got it.
Yes.
Barstool Gold Hardcores get it for free.
They get it for
There's
free.
2 tiers.
Yes, the hardcore tier and the non-hardcore tier?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, good. Be a hardcore tier. Rough and Rowdy, give me the website again.
BuyRNR.com. Full recap on Monday.
Oh,
Full recap.
Yeah, we're going to get the call. You're going to watch it?
Yeah.
All right, we can get the Cullinane recap of what a tease that is. I'll take the day off.
No Rod will be in here.
Awesome. All right, we'll talk to you later. Oh, wait, but hey, whoa. Where are we doing the show from?
Oh, of course. The Red 13
Studios.
lovely and very cool Red 13 studio.
And now it's actually freezing
Chilly
here.
in
I
here,
appreciate this. We said it was hot. The guy, is it Aaron or Adam, that guy?
Out there?
Yeah.
Beats me.
Yeah. Good guy. Friend of mine. Said we're going to get it fixed right away, Mr. Minihane. And right away, the cool air started blowing in here. You can probably hear it right now, no doubt. You won't even hear the interview that I'm about to do. But no, we love it here. Red13studios.com. We talk about it all the time. You want to come in here and do a podcast. That room over there, right to my right, looks like a good, quiet interview podcast room.
Yes.
No?
For sure.
Good acoustics. You been in there yet, Mike?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever been in any other room in here?
Explored the place. No, not even
you ever been in the bathroom?
Nope.
You've never used the bathroom here?
We're here for 2 hours a day.
I don't know. Sometimes you have to take a leak. It's human.
I go at home.
He literally shows up, sits down, doesn't move till the end of the show.
What time do you get here? Like 4:30?
6:30.
On the dot.
I always think that, Mike, today I was kind of hoping he wouldn't be here. I basically said to him, you don't have to be here. And he's like, he's still going to show up. It's not going to...
What else do I have to do now?
That's true. That's true. You and Jerry should hang out. Two bombshell Friday intercom layoffs. Jared Callahan and then Mike Geary.
I hear there may be another one coming.
Oh, is that true?
I don't know, but there were some demands made from your boy.
Which boy?
Reamer.
Oh, what? Yeah, what is that? Oh, what? Yeah,
probably don't want to get into it. But
no, it's a little too... Who'd you hear this from?
I mean, just the Twitter accounts.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's going to get fired?
I don't know. I don't think so. But
he shouldn't, I don't think. But whatever. Fine. That's not really relevant to Red 13 Studios.
If he does, he could be a good guy to sit in that chair.
That's true.
Options.
Or he and Jerry could do their political podcast right here, Red 13 Studios. Who knows?
That's right.
I listen to that. Red 13 Studios. And, if you want to do it, great price, great people, very easy. You walk in, you walk out. My favorite thing is you will literally not be bothered at all. Unless you have a question, they'll come in and help you out. What's better than that? Red13studios.com. Tom Brady, Under Armour, Kirk Minihane, all the greats. Red13studios.com.
This was pretty reprehensible. I don't know how it can be anybody's idea of humor.